Hi, I'm Dr. Sarita Jackson, President and CEO of the Global Research Institute of International Trade. Welcome to another episode of Trade on Tuesdays at 2, where we discuss key topics in the area of international trade for about 2 minutes, and I offer 2 tips to help businesses looking to export to the overseas market. Today, I'd like to start off with a saying that a business colleague had posted on social media about this idea of if you stay ready, you don't have to worry about trying to get ready. And I looked up to see, where that quote came from, and there are variations of the quote attributed to different celebrities. But nonetheless, I just want to plant that particular idea about staying ready. So what does that have to do with international trade? Well, a lot of times, over the last 4 years, I shall say, I've worked with clients, many businesses, small businesses, some doing very well, already exporting, and then others getting started. But some of the cases have been where a company may have customers, let's say, in an overseas market, and they're following some of the prescriptions, such as having a digital presence, making sure that they connect with buyers or having distributors in those markets. And all of that is well and good. But it overlooks a key step, which some of my clients have encountered, which cost them sales, revenue, and the chance to profit in the overseas market. And that issue is not necessarily having a systematic approach to entering a particular market, just taking more of a sporadic approach based on luck that, oh, I have customers that are buying my product or expressing interest in my product in this overseas market. But sometimes they may find that even though that there is an interest or potential customers in that particular market, they have to turn away a sale or a number of sales because they have not necessarily gotten their company, their product really ready for that market. And when I say ready, understanding the compliance, regulations, and any standards that have an impact on that product being able to enter that market. So what are my 2 tips for today? Well, my 2 tips are, in terms of getting ready so that when those opportunities come, you do not have to pass up the opportunity, is to do a serious internal assessment of your firm. Now, many of us in the business world may be familiar with the typical SWOT analysis, the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But when we talk about looking at the strengths and weaknesses, it's digging even deeper on a number of levels, digging deeper to really have an honest assessment of your company, of your product, or service for that matter. And that's one of the things that I enjoy working on with companies, digging deep to look at, okay, what are your strengths and your weaknesses, but as it applies to the internal organization of your company, your resources, different types of resources, and doing a deep dive into looking at your product or your service and whether or not it is ready for a particular market. Then the second thing, which is nothing new, I talk about all the time, is researching your market. But what is unique about the work that I do with companies is not just, oh, here are the top markets for your product or your service, but again, to really align that market and what the requirements for that market are, the opportunities, any potential challenges, to the first part, the internal assessment that pulls out the resources and capabilities of that company so that that company can actually compete in that market. So those are my 2 tips for today to help your company to get ready and stay ready so that you don't miss out on any opportunities in the overseas market. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to write it in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you want to know more about how your company can do a serious internal systematic assessment of your company and align it with the opportunities and challenges in a particular overseas market, feel free to reach out to me. You can give me a call at 310-912-7950 or send me an email at grit@grit.org. GRIIT at GRIIT.org. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, stay safe. Have a great week. Bye-bye.